Now let's talk about studio furniture. It's a very common thing for people to think to themselves that they'll buy some art supplies, put them away when they're not using them, take them out when they want to use them. Unfortunately, it seems to be more often the case than less. When the mood to paint strikes you, you want to paint right then. You want that instant gratification. And if things aren't already set up and ready to go, it kind of just thinks to be put away for another day. If you want to paint, and you want to paint seriously, it's very important to make an area in your house to paint in. This is a very common thing that a lot of different teachers preach when it comes to getting started in art. So we'll talk about some of the basic pieces of furniture. Behind me, you'll see a Monterey painting easel. This is one of my favorite studio easels to use. It's on wheels, it's easy to move around. Also, it's very sturdy, can hold very large canvases and reasonably small canvases as well. One of the biggest features of it that's extremely helpful is its ability to go completely horizontal, making it basically a makeshift table. There are plenty of painting applications where you'll be standing up or sitting, which this easel is perfectly suited for. But every now and then, for different techniques, whether you want to do drips or you're doing sgraffito or glazing, sometimes you want the canvas laying down flat, and having an easel that can accommodate that for you is really helpful. Some other tools to have around the studio. Behind me over here is the Space Rover. This is a cart that's great for holding canvases, frames, mat board, anything that you might be using and pulling out, illustration board as you paint. Also can be used for paintings that you haven't painted the edge to be left to dry. Very convenient, also on wheels, very helpful. Over here, you'll see a graphic. I have a Space Rover 2. Now this cart is actually really handy. It does a whole lot of things. It can be used to house your palette. You can keep all your mediums and paints out. It has a large area for keeping materials out. Also has wire bin baskets, which are great for holding tubs of mediums or gesso or paints. And underneath there are several drawers which can be used for letting paintings dry or storing more materials. So that's a really helpful tool to have. Also on wheels, easy to move around. You might opt for a drafting table. Sometimes you want to be able to sketch your ideas out, and having a artist-grade drafting table, things like architects might use, that can adjust in angles for your comfort, is a very helpful tool. So that's the basics when it comes to furniture. You may want a stool if you like to sit when you're painting. There's many different types of options for hydraulic airlift stools on our website. Just depends on how you're comfortable. So I hope you check out these different types of furniture, and they're as helpful to you as they are for me.